Leading our parade, as always, our Wampum Police Chief, Frank Giannetti, in the cruiser, followed up by the Newcastle Honor Guard, carrying our colors. Please keep in mind that not only is today our 41st annual parade, but today is also Pearl Harbor Day. If you have an opportunity, thank a veteran for their service. Remember Pearl Harbor Day. If you're not familiar with it, young people, look it up on the internet. There's a lot of history there. The Honor Guard from Newcastle. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate the colors coming down our streets. Next we have our Indian chiefs with the Christmas Parade banner. Our Christmas chiefs are Peyton Caminetti and Josh Sturgill. This next vehicle is in remembrance of Rose Cody. This year's parade is dedicated to Rose Cody. Rose passed away recently. Rose served for 30 years as secretary of the Wampum Christmas Parade Committee. Many of those years, Rose worked closely with committee chairman Donna Quakin and was considered the right arm of the organization. Rose helped with this year's parade until she was too ill to continue. The silk roses passed out earlier are our tribute to Rose for her years of hard work to help make our parades possible. The committee, the community, friends, and most of all, Rose's family miss her greatly. We know Rose is looking down on today's parade, so we give her one last gesture of appreciation with the confetti cannons. Thank you. And then we have our Indian Braves, Tommy Bainey and Braden DeJohn. Next is our Grand Marshal this year. This year's Grand Marshal is Annie Boyer, being driven by Brent Mattis in a car provided by Chuck Johnston. Annie has lived in Wampum for 61 years. She married Glenn Boyer in 1952 and had 4 daughters. Annie bakes goods to benefit cancer patients and any family in need or crisis. She's also worked with the Relay for Life. Thank you, Annie, for being our Grand Marshal today. Okay. Next is the Honor Guard from the National Guard 107th of Newcastle, National Guard 107th Field Artillery. We appreciate your participation today. Thank you for your service. Followed up next by our Christmas Nutcrackers, Bailey Brandt and Merritt Kalasma. And as you can see, the fire trucks are coming, and they'll make a lot of noise, so I'll try to announce in between as I can. Our Wampum Volunteer Fire Department leads off our foray of fire trucks. Give these firemen a hand. Let them know you appreciate their service. These guys all volunteer their time to protect your homes. That's a new one. They just got that not just this year. Yep. Following Wampum is North Beaver Township Fire Department. We appreciate all these fire companies coming down, taking time from their home life or schedules, bringing their vehicles down, letting the folks, the kids especially, like fire trucks. So we appreciate them coming down. Okay. Chewton Volunteer Fire Department and next in our never-ending line of fire trucks. Thank you, Chewton. New Beaver Borough Fire Department following up next. These volunteers take a lot of pride in their vehicles and their equipment. They spend a lot of time taking care of these things. There's a lot of money tied up in their equipment and vehicles. A lot of training involved in the proper use. And this always gives them practice at throwing candy. Elwood City Fire Department. I don't remember Elwood City being here in the past, but I'm sure they have. Thank you for coming over today. Frisco Volunteer Fire Department next. We appreciate all our neighbors bringing their vehicles over for the parade, taking time out of their schedules. And I'm sure Wampum reciprocates to Elwood City, of course, for their parade, which is later today. Wayne Township Volunteer Fire Department. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming over. And it appears that Wayne is the tail runner of the fire departments. International Order of Odd Fellows. Okay, we have some Angry Birds coming. Let's see, our Angry Birds this year are Alexis Lambert, Nick Falbo, and Owen Andrews. I've been told that they keep more candy than they throw away, but I don't know if that's true. Is that true? Is it? One says yes, one says no, and the other one doesn't say anything. That's okay. Let's see, Wampum Mayor. Oh, no. Council President, Carolee Lawhead, driven by her beautiful husband, John. And let's see, this float is, this float is from the Wardenburg United Methodist Church, entitled Nativity on Display. This float won second place this year in our religious category. Thank you, folks, for bringing your float. A lot of work goes into these things. Now, let's see, we have some snowmen Ava and Alexa Nolf. And I don't have any information on the presents, so I'm sorry. I can't tell you who those are. And then we have a couple of our county commissioners. Former Wampum fellow Dan Vogler, who has been a Grand Marshal in our parade, and Steve Craig. That's him, yes. And driven by Chuck Johnston. Oh, there was our presents, Katie Fitzgerald and Courtney Foreman. They're out of place, but that's okay. Let's see who we have next. This is supposed to be. So I'm good. This is a float put in by Studio P, School of Performing Arts in Elwood City, Christmas Around the World. And they have won third place in our general category. All these kids out here in the cold, you having fun? Huh? Yeah. You going to be in Elwood's parade? Okay. Keep your waves going. That'll keep you warm. All right? And then, Mike Griggle. Mike Griggle on his bike. Okay, Paw Prince. Paw Prince has participated in our parade for several years. And Paw Prince is under the direction of Joan Badger. My daughter participated in Paw Prince for several years. And they learn how to train their dogs and work with dogs. It's a great organization. Yeah, we have a lot of dogs. Paw Prints. Everybody likes the dogs. I think the dogs like the parade too, looks like it. They're having a good time. And chasing the dogs down the street, I can see Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Mickey and Minnie this year are Mallory Norge and Danielle Clark. Just a few of the costume characters we've seen so far, and as I said, we're always looking for young people, children, young adults to participate in our costume characters. We have a lot more costumes than we do kids most of the time, so we can usually accommodate quite a few. And following up Mickey and Minnie, we have our state representative, Jarrett Gibbons. And I'm sure the next character is a favorite of the kids, SpongeBob. SpongeBob is Wampum's own Chad Blance this year. Then we have a couple of snowflakes and the Grinch. We have Robin Guess, Joey, and Parker Freeland participating in these costumes. For some reason. Oh, no. Just makes it. Right. And then we have New Beaver Borough Mayor Mike Swanick. And he's being driven by Cameron Gordon. Next is the Lawrence County Junior Miss and Pennsylvania Junior Miss, Miranda Nichols. Congratulations, Miranda. Next is a tribute to cancer survivors in loving memory of those lost. And following that is our local Red Hat Queen, Louise Carroll, driven by Jackie Nativio. The Red Hat Society is the largest women's social group in the world with 50,000 registered members and 24,000 chapters worldwide. Next we have a couple of Christmas peppermints. Beth Ann McDonald and Madison Quigley. So there should be plenty for the kids. And from the kitchen cabinet, we have Soapbox Derby. Soapbox Derby is a great thing for young folks to get involved with. It's been around for a long, long time. And then coming up next, the Mohawk Junior Senior High Band under the direction of Ashley Graziani, along with the Mohawk Majorettes and Dance Line. We appreciate the bands that do come down for our parade. And I can tell you from experience, on a day like today, that's a very difficult thing to do. The cold weather is really hard on fingers and lips when you're trying to play an instrument. Next we have, let's see, a penguin and our Christmas bear. The penguin is Samantha Clark, and the Christmas bear is Anna Ferrucci. And following them is a float entered by the Wampum Hardware Company, the Davis family, 5 generations, entitled A Country Christmas. Wampum Hardware has been participating in our parade the last few years. We really appreciate their efforts. They always have a nice entry. Country Christmas. All right. Excellent. Thank you so much. And next we have the Laurel Girl Scout Troop, number 16021, Scout leader Jen Burgess. Thank you, Girl Scouts. Scouting is another great thing for kids. I spent a few years myself in the Boy Scouts. Like to encourage all you youngsters to get involved with scouting. We're 40. Okay. This float is the Diamond Dance Academy, entitled Winter Wonderland, under the direction of Shauna Dorworth. And this float was first prize in our general category. First prize today, Winter Wonderland. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the float. Appreciate your efforts. Next, here's a couple of characters, new characters for us this year, Woodstock and Snoopy. That's Bailey and Lauren Eaton in there. And following that is Merry Christmas from the Peanuts Gang. And this is the Rosansky family and friends on that float, portraying Peanuts characters. Great, great, great stuff there. And coming up behind the Peanuts Gang is always a character everybody loves, Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat is Jimmy Caminetti. And here we have some Little Mermaid. Crystal Bensnick and Abby on the Little Mermaid float. And once again this year we have the Canine SOS. Canine SOS is a nonprofit organization here in Lawrence County whose main objective is to assist emergency agencies in search and rescue, and they do this service free of charge. Then we have some M&Ms. The red M&M is Kylie Ettinger. The green is Elizabeth Ettinger. The blue M&M is Madison Herventine, and the yellow is Katie Kingman. Hopefully that all worked out right. Is that good? Yeah, good. I'm good. Okay. Dance Explosion next. Another longtime participant in our parade. Pam Leo McDonald has been working with young girls for just, so many years and does such a great job. And we appreciate their participation in our parade every year. And following them is Center Stage Dance Academy. Center Stage is under the direction of Lisa Micco. Once again, another participant in our parades in the past. Thank you, ladies, for coming today. This is the medevac float entitled The Nutcracker. Thank you, medevac. Same to you folks. This next float is from the Shenango Service Girl Scout Unit. Cheryl Norris in charge, entitled The Night Before Christmas. Merry Christmas to all you folks. Happy holidays. Thank you for coming to our parade. And next we have a nice decorated ambulance from NOGA Ambulance Service. And following Noga is our smiley faces. We have Melissa and Renee McDonald. This year is smiley faces. And following the smileys is the Lawrence County Dairy Princess and her court, Rhonda Mitchelltree. I can tell by the sound of this next one, that's another returning unit. Wine and Spirit, the Wine and Spirit Band. Wine and Spirit's been gaining a lot of popularity the last few years. All right, Wine and Spirit. And coming up behind Wine and Spirit is the Newcastle Transit Trolley. All that thing needs is to be filled with kids hanging out the windows. I don't know. When I was a kid, I'd love to ride on that. I wouldn't mind it right now, as a matter of fact. Just saying. And then we have three angels. I know they're angels too. Josie Van Kirk, Cassie Jones, and Amber Fitzgerald. Let's look at them. Aren't they angels? I know they're perfect angels. Our next float, the wind's getting the better of me, is from the Moravia Presbyterian Church, entitled Jesus is Our Gift of Salvation. And this float has won third place today in our religious category. Thank you, Moravia Presbyterian Church. Congratulations on your third place. Very nice float. And coming down the street, we have returning from last year our princesses. The princesses were very, very popular last year. We had so many comments on the princesses being in the parade. We have Belle, we have Jasmine, we have Snow White, we have Sleeping Beauty, and we have Cinderella. Princesses are great. Look, just they do. They look great. And next we have from Shakespeare's Restaurant and Pub, A Medieval Christmas. And this won second place in our general category this year. Thank you, folks, for coming down and participating. Congratulations on your second place win. Hello Kitty. I see Hello Kitty, Stephanie Miles Looney. And then behind Hello Kitty is the Mattis race car. You know, the committee tries very hard every year to find things that the kids will like to see. I mean, these parades are for the kids, you know, and we like to get participants in things that the kids like to see and like to be around. So if you have any ideas, be sure to pass them on to us also. This float is from the Mohawk Scout Troop 1004 Sandy Barnes, leader, and is entitled Merry Christmas. And then we have coming down the street Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, Harmony Casper, and Samantha Iris. Followed by Lincoln High's homecoming queen, Leslie Johns. And she's in a car being driven by Billy Jameson. Thank you, Leslie. Congratulations. Followed up by the Lincoln High School Blue Band under the direction of Lee Caldwell. I spent a few years in the Lincoln Blue Band in my youth. We have the junior-senior dance line. Accompanying the Blue Band under the direction of Betty Bainey DeLoya. So let's see if we can get some Christmas music from the Blue Band, huh? Thank you, Lee.
Amy, she said you don't have to have a ticket. She's like, they'll give it to you.
We just walked in before she went over and said, "Want to be ready to go."
So do you want to go get your thing? She said we don't really have to have it. Or do you want to get the truck and wait a little bit and then go?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's just go.
Watch them do their dance.
Coming up behind the band, trying very hard to catch them. You can slow down a little bit. Take your time. It's Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph are Morgan Murphy and Hunter Milbuck. And if they hurry, they'll catch the band. Our next entry is from the Chewton Christian Church, entitled Living Nativity. This float won first place in our religious category this year. First place in our religious category. Thank you, Chewton Christian Church, and congratulations on your first place. And following up behind the Chewton Church are some ever popular characters that we've had for the last several years, the Caring Critters. The Caring Critters are a group of local costumers, part of the anthropomorphic fandom, who don animal costumes to bring smiles to young and old and to raise money for charities dedicated to the welfare of animals, wild and domestic. Always very popular in our parades. Thank you, Critters. And then something new this year, a Despicable Christmas. And our Despicable Christmas is filled with minions. I don't know if I can get them all in here. Blake Caleb, Andrew Lloyd, Zach Wiley, Kyle, and Isaiah Crash, Noel Parker, Danielle McKinstry. And let's see who else walking. Alyssa, Amanda Beers, Kylie and Amanda Bright. I hope I got everyone. I see Elmo coming. Elmo is Sherry Norge. Rudolph. Of course, how could we not have Christmas without Rudolph? We have to have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is Alexis Hickman. Rudolph was around for Light Up Night the other night. And looks like the Purple Moon Pony Club. Whoa. The Purple Moon Pony Club. Everybody loves the horses. And then, of course, now we're getting down to the real nitty-gritty of Christmas. We have season's greetings from Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is coming and has a few elves with her. Let's see, the elves are Alexis and Madison Argero and Alex Greekin. And I know they're good elves. And of course, following Mrs. Claus is the Grandpère Noel himself, Santa Claus. Ho, 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 Santa Claus, Merry Christmas. Santa Claus presented by the Wampum Area Lions Club. And let's see, we have some elves on there helping Santa today. We have Aubrey and Ella Bainey, Ian and Sarah Diller. And that's the tail end of our parade. Of course, Santa Claus always closes down the parade and heads up to the gym to see all the kids. So make sure that the children get up to see Santa and get to talk to him and tell them what they want for Christmas. And we hope to see you next year for the 42nd Wampum Christmas Parade. Thank you for your attendance. We hope you enjoyed it.